Hello my crochet friends, welcome back to part 3 of this tutorial for the virus shawl. And if you have been going ahead and making this, I will show you when I stop. So I have finished 10 sections of the sections of 4, so the 4 repeat rows. So I have stopped after the 10th section, and what I like to do is just count the holes. All right, so I'll count this one as 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just keep going down the shawl and counting those big holes right down the center, and that helps me to determine the length of the shawl. So this is number 10 here, where I have finished, and I like to stop after the increase row, which is the one where we chain 4 at the beginning and then do the chain between the double crochets. So it's the sort of third row that we do here. So I stop after that row. So this one is complete, and it measures about 80 inches long by 40 inches, about 80 inches wide by 40 inches long, if you were to measure that. And I am going to show you how to put fringe. Now, fringe is optional, so you don't have to put fringe, but I will show you how to put fringe on your shawl. Okay, so I have this gadget here that I use, but you do not have to have this. You can use a card even. You could use a ruler, a CD case, a piece of plastic, anything that you have that will give you this measurement. So I'm going to be wrapping this around here. This is about 6 inches, so you're going to want to cut fringe that is 12 inches long. All right, so between 11 and 12 inches, depending on the length of fringe that you want, you can make your fringe shorter or longer. So if you don't have a tool like this, you can just measure your fringe around 12 inches long and cut strips of yarn about 12 inches long. So this is the yarn that I had left from my project. I don't have much of this yarn left. But what I would do if I was adding fringe to this, somebody is buying this and they do not want the fringe added. So I'm just going to show you as an example what I would do. So I would pick some colors that match the shawl. So I've got some purple and I've got this blue that's left. And I would just get some yarn that matches these colors. And you're going to want to find, again, something that's about half the size of the fringe length that you are wanting. So I'm wrapping it around this. I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I do for my fringe. So after I cut this, which again, you do not need this tool, but you can just cut your fringe like this, flat pieces like this, and just measure it. And the fringe, it's going to make a little less than half of that. So if you're cutting 12-inch pieces, it's probably going to give you around 5 inches of fringe. If you're cutting 8-inch, it's going to give you around 3 inches of fringe, because we're going to be knotting it and that's going to take up some of the length. So usually I'll take 3 or 4 pieces of the yarn, and you can just get your shawl, and you're going to be adding as much or as little fringe as you want to. So I just use a crochet hook to help in the process. So what you're going to do, what I like to do is just even up the fringe before I even start adding. So I'll just line up the fringe, the yarn pieces, and then you're going to fold it in half like this. And you're going to take your crochet hook, and you're going to find where you want to attach this fringe. And I think what I do usually is put it in and then skip 2 spaces and then put the fringe and then skip 2 more spaces. But you could put fringe on in every space. You could put it on every other space. It's just up to you. It's just personal preference. So you're going to put your crochet hook in the hole where you want your fringe. And we've got our fringe folded in half. We're going to just slip the crochet hook like this inside of the folds of our fringe. You're going to pull it inside where you want your fringe, And then you are going to just make that hole bigger, and you're going to grab all of your fringe. Now what I like to do is just even it up one more time. So I'll grab all those little ends of yarn, and I'll just even everything up with my fingers so that I'm pinching everything all evened up. And then you just pull it through that big hole, and that sort of helps make your fringe even. And then what I like to do is I will just take my fringe and sort of just trim it off a little bit so that it's all even. And I do that every single time that I add a piece of fringe. So I do not go and cut all of my fringe even after I have put it all on. I do it all when I add it on like that. All right, and you just keep continuing to add fringe as much or as little as you want. Again, fringe is optional. You don't even have to add fringe to your virus shawl. To show you what this looks like, I'm going to model it for you and show you what it looks like without the fringe. So I'm going to take this off.